Hello YouTubers, how are you doing? It's Everyday Shenanigans and warm greetings from the High 10. It is Saturday, January 11th, 2020. I want to bring you an update to the R. Kelly saga. This is pertaining to Miss Joycelyn Savage, and most of you have probably been hearing the buzz that's going muck on social media, and it reads as follows. It is brought to you by TMZ. Joycelyn Savage had direct contact with her family for the first time since she left home nearly 3 years ago when she went to live with Mr. R. Kelly, and it might be a sign of things to come. Gerald Griggs, the attorney for Joycelyn's parents, Tim and Joycelyn, tells TMZ that Joycelyn's immediate family members were secretly brought to the holding area of the Chicago courthouse Thursday after her hearing to meet with her. We're told law enforcement facilitated the meeting, which went down before Savage was released on bond for alleged battery of Azriel Clary during their Wednesday brawl at Kelly's Trump Tower condo. Griggs says Joycelyn was surprised to see her family at first, but talked to them for about 20 minutes. We're told there were plenty of hugs, and immediate family members told her how much they love her and want her to come home. Joycelyn was given direct contact info for her parents, and Griggs claims she's willing to set up further contact. We're told the family is hopeful she willingly unite with them soon because she said she'd be in touch. As we reported, Savage was booked for misdemeanor battery for the incident with Clary and is due back in court in a couple of weeks. During their fight, Azriel alleged Joycelyn had sex with her while she was still a minor and ran it afterward on video that R. Kelly's been lying to you guys. She also claims Kelly had her and Joycelyn lie for him too. Clary recently moved out of R. Kelly's condo and has reconnected with her family, and we're told she's considering flipping on the singer and working with the feds in their investigation. It's fair to assume that Savage family hopes Joycelyn makes similar choices. So, TMZ is reporting that they were told that Clary reconnected with her family and considering flipping on Mr. R. Kelly and working with the feds. This information brought to you by TMZ. Now, for my commentary, mercy, mercy me. What I find interesting, once again, I repeated in the video I uploaded 2 days ago, is that had R. Kelly not been arrested, I believe these two young ladies would still be living with him, living the lie, still spreading the lies about their relationship with Mr. Kelly, still not talking to their family, saying ugly things about their family. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and say that because that's what was said in the past. So my thing is, hey, Mr. Kelly has been gone, like I said, for some time now, coming up a year. So why now? Everyone wants to talk and give said information all of a sudden. As far as Joycelyn and this being bonded out, what I find sad about this situation is that it is messed up. These are the same people that she lied on, had no contact with, had sisters, other relatives, refused to talk to these people, called just to say hello, happy birthday, and now you get in an altercation with Azriel at this apartment while you all are trying to move out of there. And now, of all people to call, you call your parents. Why'd you call them? Because look how bad that looks, that you now have to call the same people that you lied on or spread rumors that they did this and did that, and they were wanting money from Mr. Kelly and using you and just whatever. I don't have to recap every little thing, but you get the gist. For all the people you call your parents. And where's the lady that allegedly was supposed to be helping her or taking care of her, or she was living with a said lady, allegedly? Where's that lady? Why you couldn't call her? Yeah, okay. The fact that Azriel mentions in this live feed that has gone viral that Joycelyn slept with her as a minor. Why would you do that? Why would you tell that? Because you see, where I have the problem with this is you were in cahoots with her before R. Kelly got arrested. You were down with living with these people and other women. And yet you never let anybody know you felt some type of way about sleeping with other women. And now that the cards have fallen in this raggedy house, now you go live with an altercation with Miss Joycelyn at this apartment, and now you want to tell the world that Joycelyn slept with her, and she's going to jail for that, and that also that you all lied for Mr. R. Kelly. So I guess I didn't catch that when she said it, because you all started commenting about the feds and this and that she's talking to them. I guess that's what she meant when she said you'll be going to jail. It's because you've been talking to them, and you've given information that you were a minor when you met Mr. Kelly, you were a minor when you went to stay with Mr. Kelly, and that you slept with Joycelyn and whomever else, God knows, and she was an adult. But I still find it crass to go live and mention all that when you were complicit, although still a child and easily to be coerced, but you still were complicit with that situation and could have any time left Mr. R. Kelly's company when you did not like what was going on. You could have easily told him, I need a plane ticket home. Or you could have called your parents, Miss Clary, and told them, I don't like it here. I don't feel safe here. I don't like the things that I'm doing or asked to do. And you could have bailed out. Some of you still believe Mr. R. Kelly is innocent. Commenters below are making crass comments about Azriel set him up, this and that. Well, let me tell you something, because I know some of you are still a little bit slow in the common sense department. Yeah, I said it. How did she set him up? She didn't send for Mr. Kelly. He sent for her. He chose her, and she kindly obliged. Moved in with him. You know the rest. So how is she setting him up? She was with him for at least 3 years. So there was no setup. There was no setup at all. What has happened is she has decided to fold. There's a difference between setting someone up and folding. She's now decided to give the feds information pertaining to Mr. Kelly and her relationship with Mr. Kelly. Now, how this came about, I do not know. When it came about, I do not know. As I said, this is just new news to me, honey. But the point still remains, there is no setup. He went looking for her just like he went looking for all the rest of them. Most anyway. And she moved in, stayed with him. He gets arrested. Now, things have changed. And I think most of you need to just acknowledge that. Things change when people can no longer support you. They can no longer feed you. You can no longer depend on them. You can no longer be codependent. Now you have to go out on your own and take care of yourself. And that's exactly what is happening in this situation. You all tend to forget these are adult women now. They are no longer children. So they are to take care of themselves. And that is just the bottom line. So there is no setup. And the fact that you've seen with your own eyes in the feed that Azriel filmed, she's admitted that they lied for Mr. Kelly. She's admitted that she slept with Joycelyn Savage and that Joycelyn was an adult at the time. So what is the problem with you all accepting the fact that what many women have told in the past? Okay? But you refuse to believe it. Even when you got a live feed, you all still want to argue back and forth about Mr. Kelly and what he did and what he didn't do. And everybody's lying, but yet now you have a live feed, baby. And you still want to bicker. Well, you all know the queen. I won't bicker with you about no fools and no clowns. I don't do that especially about no children either. Oh no, you will never get that out of the queen. Arguing about a grown man having sex with kids. Come on now, with all that foolishness. And any other abuse of children or women, let me stipulate. Okay. I believe there was jealousy amongst the ladies. I think that is obvious. I always wondered how in the world all this worked out with all these ladies living with Mr. Kelly. As I stated in my other video, how does he separate his time with this one, that one? You're kissing and hugging and doing all type of facetious things with people in public in front of the other one. How in the world did that work out? Everybody in the same house. I don't care if the ladies had different bedrooms, which I'm assuming they did, but still nonetheless, at some time, didn't they all meet up, go places? Because that was stated. They have a lot of fun together. They go places, they did things together. You knew good and well somebody was going to be jealous of the other one. You knew that. And that was obvious in this live feed. And I think, as I stated, doing this live was ridiculous. Very ridiculous. And I think Azriel Clary has a very nasty attitude. And I can say of all the women I've seen interviewed for the Surviving R. Kelly and this Reckoning installment, Azriel Clary has the nastiest attitude out of all the women that I have heard, seen speak of their relationship with Mr. Kelly. This girl has a nasty disposition. I don't know what her malfunction is, but to now act like you still stink now because now you want to tell the world your truth about Mr. Kelly and what transpired with Mr. Kelly. I mean, what is the attitude for? That's what I don't get. I mean, you could see she had a nasty attitude during the Gayle King interview. Now we're all over social media, Instagram, posing and talking and jumping about, like a little bunny rabbit. And now the live feed of you and Joycelyn's altercation. And you just as foul and rank after the fact. And I just don't get where all this attitude has come from. I don't know if it's from lying so much on behalf of Mr. Kelly that she has grown into this persona, but I think it's sad and it's ridiculous. And really, it's disrespectful to yourself and to your parents. But that's another story too. With all that's been said from this article I just gave you, with the altercation, Joycelyn being bonded out by the family, I see that now 2020 is the year of the live feed already. Today is just the 11th of January, and it seems to me that everybody has decided that they want to go live. As I stated, with the live feed, both of these ladies were fighting, and they both admitted that they lied, and the child molestation issue came to play, with Azriel mentioning that Joyce slept with her. She's going to jail. And as I stated, if you felt some type of way, Miss Clary, you should have left and went home. And I'm seeing now that a lot of people want to go live. Different age groups want to tell things about people, want to expose the truth, want to put somebody on blast. So I'm going to leave you all with these little final thoughts of mine. And this is for those who want to go live. Maybe you're trying to prove a point. Maybe you are right, or you feel you're right in going live with what you're trying to tell people. And maybe you're trying to put somebody on blast. You're mad about something that was done to you, something that was said to you. So you want to put them on blast and let everybody know the alleged situation. But perhaps the only thing you have done by going live is that you have made a complete and utter fool of yourself. Thanks a lot for listening. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Hit the like button, share. Thanks, subscribers. Thank you for those stopping in, joining, watching. Thank you so very much. I'll talk to you guys later with another update. Bye-bye.